Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. We are going to continue the Shadow of Mhach storyline. I know it's been a while, but yeah, we're finally here. I haven't played Final in a while, but let's see what this chapter is gonna have in store for us. Freedom for our skies. I'm not sure if we will do the whole thing, like until... Like, there's only one alliance raid left in this storyline, so I'm not quite sure if we're gonna do that one, because it is quite late and I can imagine that the queue is gonna be absolute horror, but we will see. We might be waiting a while before Rodlia finally decides to wake up. But not so long that you've got time to flit away on some other adventure. Come, join me in my quarters and we can ask her a few questions as soon as she's ready to talk. Alright. Let's head over there. I'm so used to the Zelda controller. Like, I use an Xbox controller for Final Fantasy, and like Nintendo controllers are very different. Oh there, Lura. Might as well make yourself comfortable while we wait on Rodlia. Besides, after fighting through the ruins, I wager you could use the rest. That is true, I could use some rest. Where's the rest of my crew? Surely there were other survivors. Nope. Guess that's a no. Tell me, Rodlia, what drove you to risk exploring Old Mhach? The compass sent you there, aye, but you were after the Void Ark. You knew something, didn't you? I found a book. We were looting these strange ruins in the Sea of Clouds, and one of the lads dug up a tome. It had passages that described the Void Ark and a powerful relic called the Nullstone. A tome scribed by a Mhach sorcerer, mayhap. Captain, would you happen to know the author of this work? The words are muddled by obscuring magics, and 1500 years have faded its pages. There is much that remains illegible, but what little my darling cutthroats and I could decipher suggests it was written by a mage of exceptional status. See for yourself. If what the book says is true, the Ark is a source of immeasurable power. With that ship under my command and the mysteries of Mhach in my possession, I had thought to crown myself Queen of the Skies. And look how well that turned out. What manner of sky pirate, what manner of queen, can't even keep her own crew alive. Got a point there. Rodlia, is it not? Would I be correct in assuming that you seek revenge against the Voidsent who slaughtered your comrades? Whoa. Of course I want revenge. That hell-spawned shite gobbler killed my crew. If he were here right now, I'd gouge out his eyes and choke him to death with my bare bloody hands. You're not alone in your desire to bring an end to these abominations, Captain. Will you not join us in our endeavor to secure peace for the skies? Will you not join the Talon's strength to ours? What strength? The way things are right now, I doubt I could keep the peace in a monastery. No, no, no. This has not to do with personal grudges either. I just don't have the men. All my best fighters died in the ruins, and the dregs that are left are scars sharp enough to be called talons. Did you leave your spine back in the ruins, Radlia? You've had your wings clipped and no mistake, but that's no reason to give up the life. I thought we'd rescue the sky pirate, not some cur that turns tail when her pack ain't there to bite for her. I know what you're trying to do, Red Bill, but I've lost my taste for glory. You can have the cursed book, just be sure to make that bastard pay. God, I can't read. Hey, Furball, how quickly do you think you can decipher that ready old tome? I need you to figure out exactly how your relic works. Aye, you sent that one fiend squalling in fear. Oh, squealing in fear. But that ain't enough. From what you've told me, we'll need to aim for some of that obliteration if we're going to take on the Shadow Queen. The rest of you, put everything you've got into what you do best. Be that research or blade work. Overdoing it is doing it just right, if you get my meaning. I'll decorate my walls with void sent heads if I have to. The skies should belong to no one. Oh. Oh, that's the city of Mhach. Or no? Oh. Hello there. The Nullstone have fallen into mortal hands. 1,000 apologies, Lord Diabolos. I shall personally wring each and every one of their scrawny necks. The time for skulking in shadows have ended. I'm grown weary of these meddling vermin. The power of the Shadow Queen waxeth full. Soon, mine ardent desire shall pass from dream into dark reality. Well, that was quite something. Where shadows reign. Nura, XIV just sent me out to find you. You've a proper knack for showing up at just the right time, you know that. Anyway, XIV cracked open that tome that we got from Radlia and has been studying all the Nullstone secrets. He thinks he may be onto something important, not just concerning Diabolos, the Shadow Queen, but also the cat himself. Come on, back to the Parrot, and we can all hear what he has to say together. Let's go. Would have been nice if they didn't kick me off the the airship, but, you know, it is what it is. No, not gonna lie, it is pretty cool. Hello, Mr. Kitty. As I suspected, this tome was penned by a Mhach sorcerer of superior standing, as well as detailing the methods by which the full power of the Nullstone might be unleashed. Its pages also contain a number of revelations concerning my master, High Void Mage Cessair. If these histories are to be trusted, then it seems that Cessair herself was responsible for summoning Diablos. I go with Diablos, I think. But I thought you said your master was opposed to supporting the war effort. Why would she be the one to call up that bat-winged monster? Cessair only agreed to the ritual as a means to bring the conflict to an earlier resolution. From what I can glean from these passages, Diablos... I said I would go with Diablos. Diablos was intended as a bluff, a threat that was never to be exercised. But those arrogant imbeciles ignored my master's carefully laid restrictions, and elected to unleash the fiend upon Amdapor. It was when Cessair moved to protest this act that she was branded a traitor and imprisoned. Once they had contained the opposition, the Void Mages studied all manner of otherworldly arts at the talent feet of their new pet. The most dangerous of which was the rite for summoning Scathach, and the method for chaining her power. Wait, is this Scathach or Scathach? I don't know. Scathach? Yet even after all they had perpetrated, these ambitious fools had the gall to come crawling to Cessair when the coming of the Great Floods was predicted. They begged her to take control of the Void Ark for the salvation of the Mhach people. As you saw for yourself, however, the energies of the Shadow Queen broke loose and turned the vessel into a derelict nest of voidsent. It seems obvious now that the arts taught by Diablos were deliberately flawed. The only saving grace in all this madness was when that damnable fiend was sealed away by the white mages of Amdapor. I shudder to think that what would have happened had he been reunited with his queen. So now, 1500 years later, Diabolos is looking to finish what he started. I thought the bat-faced bastard was just some opportunistic underling, but it turns out he's the main villain behind this whole mess. Were Cessair alive today, she would accept responsibility for unleashing Diablos upon the world. As the High Void Mage's familiar, it is my duty to act in her stead. I have deciphered the secrets of the Nullstone, and with its undiluted power shall I erase Diabolos from existence. Why, as soon as I picked Diabolos as a pronunciation, I want to say Diabolos the whole time. I don't know why. I like your spirit pause, but try not to rush in too quickly, eh? Getting yourself killed won't do us or your master any good. Wait. No one's rushing in anywhere just yet. Or have you forgotten that we're still in the middle of scouting out the fiend's lair? We've got the compass to go by, aye. But who knows what kind of place it'll lead us to, or how many demons will be lying in wait when we get there. We fly in with our eyes open, or risk getting slaughtered just like the Talons. Oh yes, speaking of which, the tome made mention of a potential location for... What the hell is going on? Pew pew. Ooh. That's not looking good. Lefford. Or Leofard. I don't know. Ouch. He's behind you. Curse you, fiend. Oh. At last, at long last. This is far from over, demon. Will not allow an abomination like the Shadow Queen to rule this world. Then thou knowest not of ruling. It is might which decideth dominion. But believe what thou mayest. Frail creature, your playthings, your screams of denial shall amuse me as I send this rock, and all upon it to shatter upon the ground below. Damn. Shouldn't I maybe attack him or something? You know, at least try. I'm just standing there with my weapons out and that's it. Damn. Gods, is that Rodlia? Where's she been hiding that ship? I would not tire my arm with the swatting of so many flies. The nullstone is mine, and there is yet much to be done. Bye. Next cutscene. Well, and ain't I a lucky sort? 2 demons in one day. Found some new dogs to lick your boots, Rodlia. Is there any way to welcome me back to the life? No, you needed allies, and persuading our reluctant fellows to join in common purpose is a feat only a woman of my charming beauty could accomplish. And besides, you look too injured to be of much use to anyone. You best take your bed, old man. And let me and your champion there take care of the Voidsent. What? So you could tuck tail and run again at the first sign of trouble. You'd not even be standing there if it weren't for me. And even with me arm busted up, I'm still twice the pirate you are. Nay, I think you should stay behind this time, Lefford. We must pursue Diabolos without you. And I did it again. I can't believe it. Time is of the essence, and we cannot afford to wait for you to heal. We must take advantage of Captain Rodlia's reinforcements and proceed with all haste. Did the demon drop you on your head for a ball? Without me there to run things, you'll just end up getting in Laura's way. And no one's making haste anywhere until we know what we're flying into. Again, Captain Rodlia may hold the answer to that dilemma. I suspect that the island where she uncovered the Mhach tome is the very location where Diabolos has chosen to lair. The sorting marvel I speak of is not a natural occurrence. It was constructed as a haven for refugees of the floods. The tome makes very clear reference to the island's purpose, and describes in detail the void sense sorcery employed in its creation. As the void ark never arrived at its destination, however, the island remained uninhabited. I can imagine no more suitable hideaway for our scheming fiend. Even better, Diabolos will not expect us to suddenly arrive on his secluded doorstep. The Talon fleet will carve us a path through the lesser fiends, and we shall strike swiftly into the heart of the confusion to seize the Nullstone. Once the relic is secured, I will use its power to obliterate our devilish foe. As a sky pirate, surely you understand how much an assault relies on speed and surprise. We cannot have a wounded companion slow us down and potentially doom the entire enterprise. That makes sense. Not gonna lie, having this discussion is just delaying us further. So you think you're in charge now, do you, puss? Poor, broken Lefford, just come dead weight you need to cut away. You know what? I've had a bellyful of your mewling in any case. Go on, fly off without me, and see how far you get with your fries-damned enterprise. Captain Rodlia, compare the direction indicated by the ectocompass with your navigational records. If you please, I think we'll find the coordinates coincide with the island in question. Certainly, and feel free to board our flagship when you're set to depart. My darling's large enough to accommodate your adventurer and her fellows with room to spare. Sounds good. Nice. We just unlocked the last one. Oh, man. Well, would you look at that? Alrighty, I'm gonna try hop into queue. I will see you guys in a bit. Bye bye. Alrighty, the queue. Oh my gosh, it's such impossible. I've been in queue for half an hour. It is 1 AM. So to entertain you a little bit, we're gonna do the Rising, and please enjoy the music. It is freaking wonderful. Ugh. It's perfect. Alright, rising to the call. Of all the coincidences, you will hardly believe it, but I was just this very moment reminiscing of the time you lent me your strength for 12 months past. You see, I again find myself in pressing need of an adventurous aid, just as I did last rising. Oh, if only Laura were here, I thought to myself, and here you are. Well then, what do you say? Shall we clasp arms once more? Sure. My thanks. The matter is this. I have been approached by a lady named Ayoyo, who wishes to imprint her own inimitable mark upon the skies above Limsa. I speak, of course, of the fireworks that illumine these rising nights. Learning of my contribution to previous year's festivities, she has enlisted me to her cause. We already have the ear of the organizing committee. However, Lady Ayoyo has expressed a strong desire to consult with a storied adventurer before finalizing her proposal. Come to the Yellow Jacket's guardhouse at the base of the Coral Tower and I will introduce you. Alright, let's go there. I don't know where that is. Oh. Damn. I love the music. Marauders Guild. Probably downstairs, huh? Hello. Lady Ayoyo, one storied adventure as promised. Blessings of the 12 upon you. Ye? I always forget. I'm sorry. Name's Ayoyo, Cannoneer First Class with the Yellow Jackets. It's an honor to have you on board. Did I mention that it is the Yellow Jackets who are in charge of this year's festivities, not only in decorating of those fair Lamincent streets, but in designing and constructing the fireworks to brighten the skies above them. Lady Ayoyo here is quite the seventh in all matters incendiary? I don't know. And explosive. And so it has fallen to her to formulate a plan for the display's crowning glory. Me and the other lads and lasses of the Cannoneers whipped up a load of lovely little drakes, snakes, and devils for the Moonfire Fair. But more of the same ain't going to cut it for the rising. 'Cause it's all about remembering those we lost in the calamity, ain't it? Them and theirs deserve something a mite specialer than the bunch of old bangers. An admirable sentiment, I'm sure. It would not do for our ode to such poignant memories to be aught less than memorable. Let us make this year's rising one that the citizens of this fair realm will not soon forget. Took the words right out of my mouth. Dearie. Thing is, having hardly set foot out of Limsa in all my days, I don't reckon I'm best placed to know what's going through the minds of the citizens of this fair realm. Let me guess, I have to talk to people. And so you would pick an adventurer's brains, one who has journeyed far and wide across this land we love, and who knows it and its people intimately. Yet before we call upon your particular wisdom, mayhap it would behoove us to seek out a wider range of opinions. Many a more look to the skies come rising night, and the thoughts that run through their minds are no doubt as diverse. Let us learn them. I really don't want to do that. Sounds like a plan. Mind if I join you, dearie? Could do with learning some of these thoughts myself. Right then, where's best to start asking around? Someplace a lot of outsiders gather, I reckon. Oh, how about we meet in the Ifrai Plaza down in the lower decks? While you two are so engaged, allow me to continue our discussions with the organizing committee. I shall await you by the F Castle. Alright. My voice is already giving out, so I will skip this part and show you guys when we will reconnect with people. See you guys in a bit. Alrighty, we talked to some people. I don't know. They said stuff. Yeah. Sorry to keep you waiting, dearie. So what did you find out? And she's gonna just say it again, what I said anyways. She's gonna repeat it. That's the word. Same here. Was half expecting him to just like looking at the pretty lights, but it seems the feeling runs a lot deeper than that. The memories of the calamity still sit heavy on their hearts, but the rising fireworks go some way to lifting that weight. Any ideas for the grand display? What kind of thing do you reckon would help lift those spirits the most? Something grand and flashy, something that reminds people of the past, something that gives people hope for the future. Something with hope for the future? That sounds nice. Hope for the future, that ain't a bad idea. Reminding folk that however dark the night, dawn is just around the corner. The rising ain't just about mourning, those we lost after all. It's about remembering the struggles of those who survived to steer us to a brighter future. Aye, that's it. That's what Limsa needs this rising. Ships, cannons, a departure salute, not just for the fallen, but for those setting sail for unknown shores. A vision of the past and of the future. An old bleeding armada filling Galadian Bay, lighting up the very heavens. Who wouldn't want to watch that? That's settled then. The minstrel's going to love it. He said he'd be up by the F castle, right? I'll see you there. I guess we're gonna go to the F castle. See you guys there. And here we are. Oh, I love that song so much. Oh. Our intrepid adventurer returns and positively bursting with inspiration, I take it. Of course. I see a traditional seafaring salute, not only to the memories of the fallen, but to the future fortune of those who follow in their wake. A most fitting proposal, I'm sure. Thanks, the both of you. But our work ain't done yet. There's a lot needs sorting out before we can put this idea into action. So much to do, so little time. If you wouldn't mind helping us a little longer, dearie, I'd be forever in your debt. Let me know when you've got your loins good and girded. I thought that would be it. Oh my gosh, that outfit is so cool. I also want the solution... Shut up. A Solution 9 outfit. We who are about to set sail salute you. Right then, let's get started, shall we, dearie? The plan is we're going to line up an old fleet of ship across the bay and have them fire a broadside into the sky. And before we go about finding our fleet, we need to get the plan approved by the organizing committee. That means convincing Commodore Reiner. I'll take the lead, but I ain't exactly got the silver's tongue, nor much experience nobbling with the higher-ups. If you two see me struggling, put in a word, won't you? Of course, milady, your cause is ours. Thank you, my dears. Together then, to the Coral Tower. Again! Let's go back. Alrighty, here we are. Last I had the privilege of meeting with the Commodore was around the time of the Calamity. I had been arrested for conspiracy to incite rebellion. Naturally, it was all a misunderstanding. Some other scurrilous soul had been singing songs of sedition. If not for Reiner and his relentless pursuit of the truth, I might still be lingering in the brig. He's a shrewd investigator who will brook no equivocation, shall we then? Yes, please, we shall. Man, my voice is gone. It's non-existent. Wanting to make the Rising display special, I can fathom, but the sheer scale of this proposal is beyond anything I imagined. Ayoyo, need I remind you that the first duty of the Yellow Jackets is the keeping of the peace. Filling the bay with ships will not only disturb the daily workings of the harbor, but is sure to foment agitation among the commons. Knowing this, do you still mean to persevere with this outlandish plan? I do, Commander. Every Nomensan heart, every Eorzean heart still bears the scars of the Calamity. All that loss, that hardship, that struggle, it cut deep. But the Rising ain't just about looking to the past, it's about looking to the future too. And if it's our duty to watch over folk, keep them on the straight and narrow like, I reckon it's our duty to see them off on another year's journey too. Well put. I accept that your intentions are pure, but what of the logistics? I trust you have a plan as to who exactly will be providing and paying for this feat of yours. Yes, Commander, we're going to petition the Maelstrom for the flagship and the rest from the Black Sails. Of course, one is wont to forget that those buccaneering souls remain bound to serve the Maelstrom in times of necessity. Lady Ayoyo would have us party with the three great pirate captains and remind them of their civic duty, it seems. Aye, that's right. The pirates answered the Admiral's callback when the moon was falling, fought and died at Cartano, same as the rest of us. When they hear about our plan to salute all those who fell and all those who didn't, I don't doubt they'll answer the call again. I wish you all the luck in the world in recruiting those rogues to your cause. You shall need it. Very well then, allow me to arrange the party. Should you succeed in this feat, you may consider all of your remaining doubts answered. I bid you remember that you go to speak with pirates. Lawless marauders all, pray that you do not say aught to offend them, lest we find ourselves with a mutiny on our hands. I shall have the Maelstrom summon the leaders of the three factions to the anchor yard. Pray go there and complete your preparations. Yay! Cheers for sticking with me, you two. I hope I can count on your support in the next set of negotiations and all. Of course, my lady. Alas, I fear the captains, those far-famed scourges of the seas, will prove rather less biddable partners than Commodore Reiner did. While Roswan of the Sanguine Sirens may be swayed by emotion, Carvalane of the Kraken's Arms is of a much more mercenary mind. The executioners, meanwhile, value honor and glory above all else. If there is aught that unites them, it is a zealous spirit. Let us argue with passion that we might inflame theirs. If it's passion you're after, I've got that in bleeding bucket loads. But I might need you two to jump in again, cause my tongue decides to tie itself in a half hitch. Just say the first thing that comes into your heads and I'll pick up after. Sure. Come on then, dearies. Let's head on over to the anchor yard and get this party started. Let's go there. Alrighty, I guess you can already hear it. Fireworks! Pretty. Very pretty. Oh! Cute. But I hope that's gonna be it. Does that actually just come out of the water? That's insane. But there was already a firework going on. Why do we need us? Thanks for coming. The reason we asked you here is I had a message from someone laid it out for us loud and clear. You want us to help you with the rising fireworks. The answer is no. When my sirens fire a broadside, it's to send our enemies to the bottom of the briny, not to paint pretty pictures in the sky for drylanders to gawp at. You've better things to be doing with our time. That's a rare occurrence to be sure, but I find that my opinion aligns with Roswin's. Our time is precious, as I am sure is yours. Let us hasten to draw these discussions to a close. I shall put it bluntly. I see no profit in this endeavor for myself and my men, so unless there is anything else... No profit? How's that the great Carvalane should lose his nose for coin? You will put the Admiral and the Yellow Jackets in your debt. Why, it is the perfect opportunity to forge a deeper bond with Roswin. A debt of gratitude, perhaps, for providing the men and material for this pageantry entirely at our own expense. I saw no mention of the Krakens being compensated for our efforts in a material sense, or am I mistaken? The sheer scale of the spectacle we propose would no doubt draw all the lords and ladies of the realm together in the city, personages of high renown and deep pockets. Aye, and if they saw you lot working and in hand with the maelstrom, it'd be wonders for your public image. Folks who normally wouldn't touch a pirate with a barge pole be queuing up to do business with you. I do believe you have a point, poorly phrased though it might be. To win legitimate business, one must project the image of a legitimate businessman. Sort your image, and sort anyone who's too lily-livered? Lily-livered? I don't know, to trade with us. They can stick their barge poles up their backsides. What's in it for the sirens? Everyone consider them customers, consider them quarry. Don't you want to bring joy to the masses? Cravelane's in, don't you want to be together? Maybe this works. She got it. What are you trying to imply? I'd rather cut my arse off with a rusty cutlass than have to spend another minute in a preening peasant's company. Me and the girls are proper pirates. The sanguine sirens ain't all about the pirating life, though, are you? You run almshouses for the sick and injured, and those with child. Keep themselves busy with odd jobs such as come their way. Them's your hunters and the folk who are drawn to the city to see the brand display your quarry. I see where you're going with this. Get the girls to set up stalls selling food and grog and the like, and they'd make a killing, providing they had all the right permits from the Yellow Jackets. You're a shrewd one, you. Maybe I could lend them a hand myself. They do say the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Alright. What of the executioners? There is no dishonor in linking arms with Admiral Morwhip and the Maelstrom, surely. Just say it's fine. You Yellow Jacket, I want you to tell me one thing and tell it true. This is Nimsa, the greatest port in all the realm. You could find this fleet of yours without our help, yet you've come here begging for it. Why? Because I reckon you're the ones who need the rising most. The black sails only came together because of Cartano. You could have upped anchor and sailed off into the sunset, but no. You fought like demons on those cursed flats, made heroes of yourselves and martyrs. They say I see it. It's only right that those that lost the most when they stood to gain the least should be the ones to fire the salute to the departed. And a salute to the departing too. The calamity changed the lives of you pirates more than anyone. If anyone should be celebrating new beginnings, it's those who knew beginnings already begun. So it's all for our own good, is it? Heading back to the Astalicia. Send word when you've hammered out the details of this display of yours. We'll see what we can do. Aye, aye, Captain. Let's get to it then. Can't rightly say no to you now, can I? We lost a lot of good people back in Cartano. Let's send them all off with a bloody great bang. I will join you on one condition, that in your reminiscence of trauma past, you do not make a shameful spectacle of yourself. Pray, do not force me to restrain you again. I never forced you to do nothing. You'll keep your hands off me if you want to keep your randy bastard. Guess she does like him, kinda. Quite a fragile flower, isn't she? Well then, I bid you adieu. Adieu. Adieu? How do you say that in English? I don't know. My ships are not ready themselves. Can we please wrap this up? I thought that would be like a 10-minute thing. But I guess not. This is still not the last quest. I'm brief. Gods, I was so nervous I could hardly speak. Thanks so much for chipping in when you did. Could have never got him on our side without you. Right then, time to put the finishing... Like this you can see the fireworks still. Time to put the finishing touches to this plan of mine. It's going to be wonderful, I just know it. Oh, and about your reward, I've given it to the minstrel. You can grab it from him. To new beginnings, lass, and all the navigators brief ever fill your sails. Breath, I don't know. Pretty. You did a great service, my friend, both for Lady Ayoyo and for all those who love the Rising, myself included. For that I shall be ever grateful. I expect there shall be still some hours before preparations for the grand finale are complete. Mayhap we could wait together. Oh, it's sunny day. Nice. I was already watching the fireworks. While we wait, would you care to hear a verse that has lately come to me? It is a song of celebration, of encouragement for all those who sail for unknown shores. Pray, lend me your ears. I really do not care about that. I will leave it on, and you guys can read it. If I actually have to read that out, I'm gonna puke. But yeah, I'm not gonna read it out loud. Whoa. Which is from back in history. Greetings for your flight. Hello. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream, a flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps or perhaps not. God damn. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Naoki Yoshida, and I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. The road we have walked has been long and winding, full of perils and pitfalls, but we have enjoyed every step in your company. We hope that you feel the same about this last great leap. With every adventure we undertake, the longer the legacy we leave behind us. Yet a lengthy history need not mean a foreshortened future. Many adventures yet wait. We shall continue to chart a course into the great unknown, one that takes in all the diverse wonders this wide world has to offer, that your legacy might grow ever greater. To be certain, it would be less trying, less to sleepwalk ever onward down the same well-furrowed path, yet to venture down paths untrodden, believing in the bright and glorious future that lies beyond them, is by far the more rewarding. Like, I love it. That's supposed to be Yoshi P, isn't it? Like, Final Fantasy producer, right? Like, I really like this. That's really cute, but holy shit, is that long? This is the gift that we wish to deliver unto you, the gift of adventure. Thank you, I got the gift. And we pray with all our hearts that you will continue to walk with us. We thank you for joining us on this journey, therefore and hereafter. Thank you. Now the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Thank you. One cannot know what fills the hearts and minds of those who look to the sky this rising night. Perhaps you and I will see different images in those explosions of light and color. Damn, I wish I wasn't so damn tired and I could appreciate this more. But one thing I know for certain, that right here, right now, we look to the same sky. And though the paths that lay ahead of us may lead in very different directions, sometimes, someplace, they shall cross again. It's almost time for the display to begin, the consummation not only of our labors, but of the thoughts and prayers of the people of this fair city. A salute for the departed and for those who set sail onto unknown waters. I've heard that like 50 times. Can we just go? Many adventures yet await you, my friend. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. Thank you. Stop it. Hey, there we go. Ah, that's pretty. I'm not gonna read all of this, but you guys can read it. You can enjoy the firework if you already read it. Can't I just enjoy the fireworks without you talking 24/7? So I offer you my own heartfelt wish that even should your adventures carry you beyond the far-flung horizon of this wide world, we should meet once more in a 12 months' time and look up to the same sky together. Sure. Ah, that looks cool. Beautiful. Oh, thank God. We're done. I've unlocked the toy chest. Okay. Yay. Wait, what can I do here? try the sea breeze. Mommy? It's mommy! But yeah, I really do not care about that. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that now. Is the firework over? Sad. But I can do that the whole time, probably, no? Probably. Alrighty. Let me get out of the rain real quick. And yes, it really matters. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I'm sorry for the change of plans and that my voice was dying, but yeah. You guys want a video? I deliver you a video even if I'm suffering. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you like what you see, and obviously subscribe if you would like to see more. I try to upload every Monday, Wednesday, and once on the weekend. And the next video will be up on Saturday. It's gonna be a little bit longer, and it's gonna be about Majora's Mask. Again, we're gonna do the Skulltula house and at Great Bay, and also we're gonna go to Great Bay Temple. It is a pain. Oh my god. Alright, but I hope you're looking forward to the video. Thanks again for watching, and bye bye!